Hey, welcome back to Jelly Side Up with a Side of Scotch. I'm Lisa Olick. I know I've been missing. I'm so sorry. Um, we had 20 inches of snow last week, and I'm on book deadline, and so I'm crazy, and I ran out of scotch. So those three things combined made me miss a couple weeks, but I missed you. And so we are back, and happy Sunday. Um, it is Easter Sunday. And if you celebrate, we certainly wish you a happy Easter. Um, and tomorrow is the 1st of April, which means it's April Fool's Day. Now, April Fool's Day is a very big day here in the land of O. Um, we love it because we're a little insane and like to have fun. So it kind of all started many years ago, and our oldest son decided to prove to us that he was the master of April Fool's Day. And but he was 9, and I was, 2 steps ahead of him the whole day. But he tried, and it was fun, and it was sweet. But the next year, we decided to really show him who the rulers of April Fool's Day were. So the Wizard of O and I concocted an entire day of April Fool's jokes and played them on the kids. And we had a ball. We had an absolute blast. Everything was harmless and fun. It was April Fool's Day. So we started out with, greasing doorknobs and fishnet doors and Saran wrapped toilets. And the day just kind of went on. We turned all the volumes up on all the televisions and things like that, and just little harmless little pranks. And at the breakfast table, I was feeding the kids breakfast, and the Wizard of O and I decided that it would make the day even more kind of unsettling if we argued, because we never argued. So we started out arguing about whose turn it was to feed the cats. And at the time we had 3. And so we were buying cat food in the really big cans. And the Wizard of O swapped out the cat food label onto a can of corned beef hash. And so we were arguing over whose turn it was to feed the cats. And he said he would do it, and he opened up the can of hash, and he smelled, and he says, this doesn't smell half bad. And he took a big old spoonful and put it in his mouth, and the kids went nuts. The kids screamed and went a little crazy and yelled at us that we were bad parents. And And so we just kept this going all day long. And it truly was. It was so much fun. And I had gotten a recipe for this cat box cake. And it it looks so real that even when you told people it was cake and pudding and candy, they wouldn't eat it because it looks so real. You take white cake and spice cake and then crumble them all up, and you add a thing of vanilla pudding to give it kind of the right consistency. And then you take Tootsie Rolls and you microwave them for 3 seconds, and then you play sculptor and you sculpt them into interesting cat box shapes, and you roll it in the cake, and you put it in a new, obviously new, unused cat box with a new scoop. And it's amazing because it looks so real. So we decided to do the cat box cake at the end of the day, kind of as our grand finale. And we're at dinner, and the Wizard of O and I are still pretending to argue. And I said, the cat box downstairs really is did you get a chance to clean that out, because it was really bad. And he's like, can I just finish my dinner? And I'm like, you know what, never mind, I'm tired of arguing with you, I'll do it. And I went down into our basement and I got the cake, and I came upstairs, and he continues the argument. He's like, you know what? I said I would do it. I just want to finish my dinner. Just let me do it. And I'm like, you really want this? You really want this? And I dropped it into the middle of the table. And the kids are like horrified. And then the Wizard of O reached over and grabbed a Tootsie Roll and popped it in his mouth. And my children, our children, went ballistic. I mean, just absolutely ballistic. And that we were evil parents and we would have to pay for therapy, and just went, they went nuts. It was chef kiss perfect. It's great. Best April Fool's Day ever. Till the next year. The next year, we did nothing. We did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the kids walked around all day just expecting stuff that never came. It was great. It was great. One year, I sat in the parking lot of the high school and filled my son's car with balloons. And put a giant sign in the window, ha ha ha, who's the April Fool's master now? And as he was walking through the parking lot with a friend of his friend is like, what's with your car? What the hell? What's with your car? Is it your birthday? No, it's my mother. One year I decided to TP his car, but it was raining, and I may be slightly cruel, but I'm not really mean. So I TP'd the inside of his car with 8 rolls of toilet paper inside his car. And I left a trash bag so he could clean up easily. But he was not amused. He was not. He came home and told me that I really needed to get a life. But we do. We have fun. And, a simple rubber band on the spray part of your sink is just a wondrous thing. So tomorrow is April Fool's Day. I do hope you will Saran Wrap the toilet of someone you love. Be silly. It's great. Don't be overly cruel, but it's April Fool's Day. So I hope you have a great day and a great Monday, and hopefully I will see you next week. I know we're supposed to get more snow this week. I really hope they're wrong. I have a feeling they're not. But either way, I'll be here, hopefully. I have scotch now, so it's all good. Because you know me. Every week I thank you for being here. I ask you to like and subscribe and hit that little bell. So when I am here, you'll know. And I will end this week the way I end every week, with a toast. Here's to good health. Don't forget the Saran Wrap.